Sight is one of the most complex and fascinating senses that humans possess. It involves a series of intricate processes that convert light into meaningful images, allowing us to perceive and interact with the world around us. Understanding how sight works requires delving into the anatomy and physiology of the eye and the brain. The eye is a highly specialized organ that captures light and transforms it into electrical signals that the brain can interpret. Light first enters the eye through the cornea, the transparent, dome-shaped surface that covers the front of the eye. The cornea helps to focus incoming light, which then passes through the aqueous humor, a clear fluid that fills the space between the cornea and the iris. The iris is the colored part of the eye and functions like a camera aperture, controlling the amount of light that enters the eye by adjusting the size of the pupil. The pupil is the black circular opening in the center of the iris. In bright light, the iris constricts the pupil to reduce the amount of light entering the eye, while in dim light, it dilates the pupil to allow more light in. Once light passes through the pupil, it reaches the lens, a flexible, transparent structure that further focuses light onto the retina at the back of the eye. The lens adjusts its shape to fine-tune the focus, a process called accommodation. This allows us to see objects clearly at varying distances. The retina is a thin layer of tissue that contains millions of photoreceptor cells called rods and cones. Rods are responsible for vision in low light conditions and provide peripheral vision, while cones are responsible for color vision and detecting fine details. When light hits the photoreceptors, it triggers a chemical reaction that generates electrical signals. These signals are then transmitted to the brain via the optic nerve, a bundle of more than 1 million nerve fibers. The point where the optic nerve exits the eye is known as the blind spot, as it contains no photoreceptors and cannot detect light. The optic nerve carries the electrical signals to the visual cortex, the part of the brain located at the back of the head. The visual cortex processes and interprets these signals, allowing us to perceive shapes, colors, movement, and depth. The brain combines the slightly different images from each eye to create a single, three-dimensional image. This process is known as binocular vision and is essential for depth perception. Several factors can affect vision, including age, genetics, and overall health. Common vision problems include myopia, nearsightedness, hyperopia, farsightedness, astigmatism, distorted vision due to an irregularly shaped cornea, and presbyopia, age-related difficulty in focusing on close objects. These conditions can often be corrected with glasses, contact lenses, or surgery. In conclusion, sight is a remarkable sense that involves a complex interplay between the eye and the brain. It begins with the capture and focusing of light by the eye, followed by the conversion of light into electrical signals, and ends with the brain interpreting these signals into the images we see. Understanding the intricacies of this process highlights the sophistication of the human visual system and its crucial role in our daily lives.